Have you ever looked back on your life and wished you'd made different choices? As we age, the decisions we make can either pave the way for a fulfilling, meaningful existence or gradually erode our happiness and well-being. Some mistakes may seem minor initially, but over time, they can lead to serious consequences like loneliness, financial insecurity, and preventable health issues. In this comprehensive guide, we'll explore 5 critical mistakes people often make in old age that can quietly undermine their lives. These errors can be subtle, creeping up so gradually that many don't realize the damage until it's too late. However, by recognizing these patterns, you can make smarter choices, avoid regrets, and take control of your future. Stay with us until the end, as this isn't just about sidestepping pitfalls. It's about ensuring your later years are filled with joy, purpose, and vitality. We'll break down what these mistakes are, why they occur, and practical steps to avoid them, empowering you to build a richer, more rewarding life. If you want to ensure you're not unknowingly holding yourself back, you won't want to miss this. Let's get started and set the foundation for a vibrant future. Mistake 1. Neglecting physical health. One of the most common and damaging mistakes in old age is neglecting physical health. It often begins with small oversights, skipping a morning walk, opting for convenience foods over nutritious meals, or ignoring minor aches. Over time, these habits compound, leading to reduced mobility, lower energy, and a decline in overall health. Many assume this is just a natural part of aging, but much of the physical decline in later years stems from inactivity, poor nutrition, and ignoring early health warnings, not just the passage of time. If you felt stiff after sitting too long, or noticed your balance isn't as steady, your body is signaling a need for action. Movement is essential at any age. The less you move, the harder it becomes to stay active. Simple tasks like standing from a chair, climbing stairs, or reaching for a high shelf can become daunting. Weak muscles increase fall risk, a major danger for seniors, where a single fall can lead to injuries that take months to heal or permanently alter your quality of life. Take Henry, a 74-year-old who considered himself healthy but stopped his daily walks. Within months, standing for long periods became tiring, and his knees ached. When he tried to resume exercise, he'd lost significant strength, and short walks left him winded. It took months to regain what he'd lost, and he regretted letting himself slow down. Nutrition is another critical factor. Many seniors think they need less focus on diet because they eat less, but aging bodies require more of certain nutrients: protein for muscle maintenance, calcium for bone health, and fiber for digestion. Relying on processed foods, skipping meals, or snacking on low-nutrient options can lead to deficiencies, causing sluggishness, a weaker immune system, and chronic conditions like diabetes or hypertension. Ignoring regular checkups is equally harmful. Many avoid doctor visits unless something feels seriously wrong. But routine screenings catch issues like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or osteoporosis early when they're easier to manage. These conditions often lack obvious symptoms, so waiting for a problem to become noticeable can mean significant damage has occurred. The good news: it's never too late to act. Small changes like adding 15 minutes of daily walking, swapping processed foods for fresh ingredients, or using light weights for strength training can make a big difference. Prioritizing checkups catches problems before they escalate. Taking care of your body isn't about defying aging. It's about preserving your ability to enjoy the activities you love for as long as possible. Start today with simple steps, and your future self will thank you for the effort. Mistake 2. Isolating from friends and family. One of the most heartbreaking mistakes in old age is withdrawing from social connections. It often starts innocently skipping gatherings, making fewer calls, or assuming others are too busy to connect. Over time, this isolation can lead to loneliness, depression, and a faster decline in mental and physical health. Humans are inherently social, and staying connected isn't just about companionship. It's about maintaining purpose, engagement, and emotional well-being. Many seniors believe loneliness is an inevitable part of aging, but research shows it's far from natural. Social isolation can impact health as severely as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, increasing risks of heart disease, weakening immunity, and raising the likelihood of dementia. When the brain lacks stimulation from conversations, shared experiences, and emotional connections, it slows down, accelerating memory loss and cognitive decline. Consider Dorothy, a 76-year-old who gradually stopped contacting friends, assuming they were busy with their families. Weeks turned into months, and she spent most days alone with only the TV for company. Her energy waned, her mood darkened, and she struggled to find motivation. But when she reconnected, calling a friend, joining a book club, and inviting her grandchildren over, Her outlook transformed. She felt happier, more engaged, and noticed improvements in her memory and energy. Another mistake is relying solely on family for socialization. While family is vital, expecting them to be your only source of companionship can lead to disappointment, as loved ones have their own responsibilities. Building a broader network, network friends, neighbors, or community groups creates a richer, more resilient social life. Technology can help, yet many seniors avoid it, finding it daunting. Learning to use video calls, social media, or voice messages isn't about trends. It's about staying connected in a digital world. Dorothy learned video calls to chat with her grandchildren, bridging the gap when in-person visits weren't possible. It's never too late to reconnect. Join a club, volunteer, attend local events, or call a friend weekly. The goal isn't a packed social calendar, but meaningful connections that keep you mentally sharp and emotionally fulfilled. Comment mistake 2 below if this resonates, and consider subscribing for more insights to enrich your life. Mistake 3, refusing to adapt to change. A significant mistake in old age is resisting change. Whether it's technology, lifestyle adjustments, or evolving social norms, many seniors resist learning new skills, feeling that after decades of living a certain way, they shouldn't have to adapt. While change can be uncomfortable, refusing to embrace it doesn't stop the world from moving forward. It only makes life more frustrating and isolating. In today's world, basic digital skills like using a smartphone, online banking, or video calls are becoming essential, not just convenient. Take Albert, a 78-year-old who insisted his flip phone was sufficient. Over time, he missed group chats with his grandkids, struggled with bank services requiring online access, and lost out on conveniences like online grocery ordering. Reluctantly, he learned to text and use video calls, and these skills enriched his life in unexpected ways. From staying connected to simplifying daily tasks, resisting change also applies to outdated habits, clinging to an unhealthy diet, ignoring modern safety measures, or dismissing new medical advice because it differs from past knowledge. The mindset of "this is how I've always done it" can be risky when better alternatives exist. Change in relationships is another area where adaptation matters. Younger generations communicate differently and have unique values and lifestyles. Criticizing these differences can create distance, while embracing them strengthens bonds. Albert joined his grandkids' group chats, fostering closer relationships. Adapting doesn't mean losing your identity. It means staying flexible to remain independent and connected. Be open to learning, whether it's a new app or a new way of eating, and you'll find change brings opportunities, not obstacles. Start small, and you'll build confidence to navigate a changing world. Mistake 4, mismanaging finances. Failing to manage finances wisely is one of the most devastating mistakes in old age. Many assume money matters less after retirement, especially with savings or pensions in place. However, overspending, underestimating future expenses, or failing to plan for emergencies can turn comfortable years into stressful ones. Medical bills, inflation, or unexpected costs can deplete savings faster than anticipated, leaving seniors financially dependent or struggling. Richard, a 72-year-old, spent freely in early retirement, taking trips and dining out, believing his savings were ample. By his late 70s, medical expenses and long-term care costs strained his finances, forcing him to rely on his children, something he never wanted. Had he budgeted more carefully, he could have maintained independence. Another error is neglecting ongoing financial planning. Retirement doesn't end the need for budgeting, investments, or adjustments. Tracking expenses, planning for healthcare, and preparing for long-term care prevent hardships. Seniors are also prime targets for scams, losing savings to phone fraud, email schemes, or manipulative advisors. Raised in a more trusting era, many fall victim. Learning to spot fraud, avoiding unsolicited offers, and consulting trusted advisors or family for major decisions can protect your security. Financial wisdom isn't about wealth, but ensuring your money lasts. Create a budget, cut unnecessary spending, and plan for future needs. Small changes now can mean peace of mind later. Comment mistake 4 below if this hits home, and share your strategies. Mistake 5, ignoring mental growth and purpose. Alzheimer's. One of the most overlooked mistakes in old age is abandoning personal growth and losing a sense of purpose. Many seniors believe that after retirement, their time for learning, setting goals, or contributing is over. However, having something meaningful to pursue, whether a hobby, passion, or challenge, is crucial for mental sharpness, emotional fulfillment, and physical health. The belief that mental decline is inevitable is a myth. While aging brings changes, the brain remains capable of learning and adapting throughout life. Inactivity, not age, is the real threat. Without mental stimulation, the brain slows, increasing cognitive decline. Linda, a 70-year-old retiree, fell into a rut of watching TV daily, feeling her best years were behind her. She became forgetful and disengaged. But when she joined an art class, she found renewed purpose, sharper focus, and new friends. Studies show activities like reading, puzzles, or learning new skills reduce cognitive decline risk. Another error is losing a reason to get up each day. After decades of work or family responsibilities, retirement can leave seniors directionless, leading to boredom and depression. Purpose. Whether volunteering, gardening, or writing provides structure and motivation, some avoid new pursuits, fearing failure or believing it's too late. But inspiring stories abound of people starting careers or hobbies in their 70s and beyond. Growth stops only when you stop trying. Linda's art class not only sharpened her mind, but also extended her social circle, enriching her life. Staying curious and engaged enhances mood, cognition, and longevity. Explore a new hobby, volunteer, or share your wisdom through mentoring. Small steps toward growth keep your mind vibrant and your life meaningful, proving that your best days are still ahead. Additional considerations for a fulfilling later life. Avoiding these mistakes requires intentional but achievable steps tailored to your lifestyle. For physical health, integrate movement into daily routines. Walk with a friend. Try chair yoga or garden to stay active. Improve nutrition by planning meals with whole foods like lean proteins, vegetables, and whole grains, and consult a dietitian for age-specific guidance. Schedule annual checkups and screenings to catch issues early, ensuring proactive care. To combat isolation, join community groups like senior centers, book clubs, or hobby classes. Learn basic tech skills through local classes or family help apps like Zoom or WhatsApp. Keep you connected across distances, enhancing relationships. For adapting to change, approach new skills with curiosity. Start small, learn one app, try a new recipe, or explore modern safety tools like grab bars. Financially, work with a trusted advisor to create a sustainable budget. Review expenses monthly, and stay vigilant against scams by questioning unsolicited offers. Use online resources or community workshops to boost financial literacy. For purpose, explore postponed interests like painting, writing, or mentoring. Volunteering, even a few hours monthly, provides meaning and connection. These steps are flexible and can be adapted to your energy levels, mobility, or resources to make these changes sustainable. Set small, realistic goals. For example, commit to a 10-minute walk 3 times a week or 1 social call weekly. Use reminders or calendars to track checkups or budget reviews. Enlist support from family or friends to learn tech or join activities. Making the process enjoyable. These small efforts to campaign building a foundation for a vibrant, independent life. Real-life impact of avoiding these mistakes. Correcting these mistakes can transform your later years into a time of fulfillment. Margaret, a 71-year-old, prioritized health after noticing fatigue. She started walking daily, ate more protein, and attended checkups, regaining energy to enjoy gardening and travel with her grandchildren. John, a 7-year-old, avoided isolation by joining a local chess club and learning video calls to connect with his children abroad. His mood and memory improved, and he felt more engaged in life. Susan, a 69-year-old, embraced change by learning online banking, simplifying her finances and reducing stress. She also budgeted carefully, ensuring her savings lasted for future needs. Robert, a 75-year-old, found purpose volunteering at a community center, teaching woodworking to youth. This kept him mentally sharp, socially connected, and physically active, proving that purpose enhances overall well-being. These examples show that addressing these mistakes through health, connection, adaptability, financial wisdom, and purpose creates a life of independence and joy. By taking small, intentional steps, you can avoid regret and make your later years some of your most rewarding. Final thoughts. Aging isn't just about growing older. It's about making choices that shape whether your later years are filled with purpose, joy, and independence, or marked by frustration and regret. The 5 mistakes: neglecting physical health, isolating socially, resisting change, mismanaging finances, and ignoring mental growth can quietly undermine your life. But they're avoidable with awareness and action. Prioritize movement, nutrition, and checkups to stay strong and healthy. Reconnect with others and embrace technologies to remain engaged and supported. Adapt to change with an open mind to maintain independence in a dynamic world. Manage finances wisely to ensure lasting security. Pursue growth and purpose to keep your mind sharp and spirit alive. Reflect on which mistake resonates most with you. Are you already addressing some, or is there one you're ready to tackle? Share one thing you learned and how you'll apply it in the comments below. Your thoughts inspire us to create content that empowers you. If you found this guide helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us provide resources to inform and uplift. Thank you for reading, and we look forward to connecting in the next guide.